Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Jesse, also known as Sublime, and today we're back in Casino 1. Now, I know I don't make a lot of videos on here, and the reason why is because I'm not the greatest at roulette. I'm not the greatest at blackjack. I'm okay at sports betting. Slots is just completely random. But today we're going to try to dominate Casino 1 and show them who's really boss. And in the meantime, we're going to tell another story. I know you guys overwhelmingly liked the story time video, so we're going to do another one here today. And I guess generally whenever we come into Casino 1, we're going to be doing these story time videos. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed any of the videos so far, if you guys enjoyed this video today, make sure you guys leave a like, you subscribe to the channel, and join the Discord down below. And let's get right into it. So we're gonna start off here at the blackjack table, and I forgot that I put it on low, so we're gonna have to deal with $1,000 bets, but that's okay. I mean, you know, we're playing blackjack at the end of the day. But I'm gonna tell you guys my whole hockey story, and basically all the injuries I've ever had, and kind of where it has put me in a headspace for today. So let's click our check mark here. We start off with a 12 against a 10. Okay. Not the greatest, but we'll hit it. 22. Oh, that sucks. No, so basically, I started playing hockey when I was about 3-4 years old. We have this program in Canada called Timbits Hockey. Now, if anybody's from Canada, you've probably played in Timbits Blackjack. You've probably played in Timbits Hockey before. You've probably been to a Timbits Hockey game. Or you've seen it played at in the middle of the hockey games when your NHL team's playing, if you've ever been to one before. Very popular in Canada. It's basically like just a bunch of young kids coming together and playing hockey from a young age. So I did that, and then we went into House League. Now, House League is kind of like what's the word I'm looking for here? House League is kind of like a for fun league almost, in a sense, but it's not, it's competitive, but it's not, like, you're not categorized of how good you play, right? So usually in hockey, what will happen is you'll have tryouts, and then you'll make A1, A2, AA, AAA, all that kind of stuff. But House League didn't do that, and you did House League for, I think, 2 or 3 years, and then you start moving on into those more competitive leagues. So, played House League for a bit. Everything was good. I would say that I, as a hockey player, bloomed early. I think I was a lot better when I was younger compared to... 16. Oh. I think I was a lot better when I was younger than I was when I was older. But nonetheless, we do House League. We're getting lots of goals, lots of wins. I'm having a good time. And then I end up going... And my first year ever of basically competitive hockey, I make the lowest rung of the ladder, right? So, lowest rung of the ladder, whatever, right? I didn't try in the tryouts, and we're going on a big-ass losing streak. I think we've lost like 4 or 5 in a row. Yeah, I played with a team. We ended up winning championships that year. And all was said and done. The next year comes along, and we end up, that's the second time it's done that to me, where it's had 16 to 3 and then it goes to 19. That's crazy. So we win championships in my A3 year, and then we end up, and then I go and do tryouts for the next year, and we end up making A2, so that's one step above. So we do A2. I was playing with a lot of my friends from school at the time, actually, and that was a lot of fun. I look very fondly on those days. That's probably the most fun I've had in hockey. But that's the same time that they started to introduce hitting. I think it was about at 14, 13 years old. That's when they started introducing hitting into hockey. So inevitably, it was a lot more dangerous to be playing hockey. Now, if you kept your head up, if you skated fast, you weren't really in danger. But what I would say about the program that we learned in hockey was people don't really follow the rules as they should be. And, you know, like, biggest things was no hitting to the head, no hitting to the head, no hitting from behind, no charging. And what charging means is basically you can't have a running start at a hit, right? You got to glide into your hit. Holy crap, this dealer's kicking my asshole today. But you can't like skate into your guy. You got to line up your hit, right? So say this is me coming down the ice right here. You got to say you're right here, you got to line up your hit so that when you intersect, bam, what you can't do is you can't get a running start on your skates, go really fast into the guy, because that, you know, is going to hurt the person. Now we weren't really taught that in hockey. And a lot of coaches kind of encouraged bad behaviors. Right, so since I scored a lot of goals, since I was a very fast player, and I was really like a Brad Marchand on the ice. If you guys don't know who Brad Marchand is, he's a guy who gets under your skin and he just does things to kind of piss you off. Ooh, Blackjack. I was like that player, and coaches didn't really like me too much, so they tell their guys to come after me and to basically hit me hard and essentially try to get me injured. And one of these guys was a lot bigger than me. Say this was me in height, this was this guy in height, right? So his elbow would have been about on my head level. Huge height discrepancy. And this guy basically elbowed my head like this, boom, right into the boards. I go flying down. And that was my first ever concussion. I got hit to the head pretty hard from an elbow, and I had to stop playing hockey for a couple weeks. Once the doctor cleared me, I was ready to go back and play. But that was incident number 1. And there was a lot more, you know. I played as a defenseman, and I played as a very offensive defenseman. So I'd go battle for the puck in the corner. I'd come around the ice, and, you know, I should have been a forward. I used to play center, but I moved when I started playing competitively to defenseman because I was better at moving the puck up the ice than I was at controlling the puck in the offensive zone. So I was good at bringing the puck up, making sure somebody got a chance, and I was always in a position where I could score. So I would say I had a very, you know, high hockey IQ, but we're gonna split these twos here. 5 hit. Ooh. Oh my god, that sucks. 10, double that. Oh my god. What's with all these twos? Wow. That's crazy. So yeah, I moved to defenseman, and that basically means in the corners of all of the defensive zones, I had my back facing because I'm battling for pucks in the corners against other offensive guys. 16. Oh my god, we're just getting ripped every time. So what I would do is I'd battle for these pucks, and I remember one of the games, it was the worst experience I've ever had in hockey, okay? Battling for the puck, and this is the worst concussion I've ever had. Blackjack 21. Battling for the puck. I think we were in a playoff game to go to the championship. And basically, guy comes from behind, hits me very hard, like I go into the boards face first. Don't remember that day at all. And basically, I get hit from behind from what people have told me. I go face first into the boards. But I do remember after. So I don't remember before anything, but I remember being on the bench after. And my coach, since I was the captain of the team, I had a voice for the guys on our team. The coach didn't want me to leave. I was so disoriented. I couldn't walk. I couldn't really talk. I tried telling him that I was in a lot of pain. The coach wasn't listening. And I went out and I finished the rest of the game. I don't know how I did it. Don't know if I could even do it to this day. But it's the adrenaline, right? You're in a champ. If you win, you go to the championship. If you lose, you don't. right? So I was in that mindset of, okay, well, I got to do this for my team. Um, and that was probably the worst decision I could have made. I didn't get hit to the head again, but if I did, I could literally not be sitting here making a video to this day. I could be special needs, and you know, I hold a lot of grudge against that coach for making that decision on my behalf. Because I wanted to leave the game. I remember distinctly telling him that I do not want to play this game no more. In that I want to go home. We end up going to a hospital, I get an MRI, get diagnosed with concussion, all that stuff. And that was essentially that. We didn't end up winning the game, so it was kind of a waste of time to even be playing. But so yeah, that was that story. The coach was a nutcase. That might be a story for another video. The nutcase coach, because there's so much I could talk about with this one coach. But yeah, so that happens. And I take a couple years off of playing hockey. Basically, my doctor said I won't be able to ever play hockey ever again. And I don't know if she put like a medical injunction on me or if my mom was just too scared to let me play hockey anymore. But when high school came around, I got invited by one of my friends to join what's called the rookie team. And basically, the rookie team, it's a tournament that happens every single year. And it basically lets the coach gauge to see like how well you do within some of the players that are on the team. And then it's not a tryout in a sense. It's almost like the coach is saying like, you know, you should try out, right? I really liked what you did. You should try out for the team. So I joined this. I'm doing really good. The coach is liking the way how I play. I'm playing excellent. Like, it's some of the best hockey I've played, especially since I haven't played in 2-3 years. And it all came crashing down, like, immediately. It's the third game. We play 3 games in this tournament against other teams. And then you go to playoffs. We were on track. We were already in the playoffs. So, I knew I was going to get more than 3 games played. So basically, I'm battling for the puck right outside of the offensive zone. So their defensive zone, I was battling for the puck right outside of it. And it was a battle between myself and 2 other people on the other team. So I'm not thinking anything because they have the advantage of having 2 guys and I'm the only guy in this scrum. So I'm not thinking I'm going to get hit because generally speaking, the guys who are on the other team should be already lined up or they should be ready for the puck to come out so they can go on a little push. So I'm not worried about what's going on behind me because it doesn't make sense for anybody to come hit me. It doesn't make any sense for anybody besides my own team to come into this scrum. So I'm not worried. And then this one big kid ends up coming and just pushing his whole body up against mine. And I go face first into the boards yet again. This time I remember everything. And I remember I remember getting up and being like so dazed and confused. And just like not knowing like where I am on the ice. I'm trying to make my way back to the bench. Eventually the referee blows the whistle. Coach comes out, brings me back. And he already knew everything about my past history with concussions. So he decided to make the he decided to make the decision for me that I was not going to go through with the rest of the tournament. And that was the last time I really ever played hockey. I miss the game a lot and I wish I could still be playing to this day. But I know it just doesn't make sense for me to play anymore. It makes me emotional because I spent a long time in my life playing this game. I spent a long time in my life watching it. And to have that just taken away from you, it makes me emotional. So, and that's my story with hockey. I want to say thank you everybody for being here and watching these videos. I really appreciate it, guys. Um, I didn't realize I was gonna get this emotional over this, but yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for showing all this support. You guys are truly, truly some of the best fans on YouTube. And I'll see you guys. Come on, let's bust it. Oh my god, that is such a bad way. That is such a bad way to end off this video. Yeah, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you guys for just being awesome, being just amazing people, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.